Hi, my name is Marsha Hines. I work for a renewable energy company. We build wind turbines, and part of my job is to manage some wind farms in the Midwest. This is a story. When I first started out with the company that I work for, I was the accounting manager, and then I moved on to controller. This story is more about ethical behavior than it is about CPA ethics. Thou shalt not perform an audit unless you are properly qualified to perform that audit. So this is more about behavior. This has to do with our CFO and one of my employees, and the office gossip that surrounded their behavior. One of the things that, as a manager, when people would come to me and talk to me about it, the first thing I have to say is, look, this is office gossip. I can't discuss it with you. I'm your manager. And I don't think you should be discussing it in the office to begin with. As time went on, it almost became disruptive to the office. So I actually pulled the CFO over, asked him to come to my office, and sat him down and said, look, I don't know if you want to know what's happening in the office, but you need to know what people are saying. Apparently, and looking back on it, I'm kind of naive. I tend to think the best of people, and I didn't really want to believe it, but apparently it was, because through some pillow talk, he obviously spoke to my employee and let her know that I had come to him to tell him about it. So I was gone for a couple of days, and I got back. As a matter of fact, I think I was at one of your seminars, and I got back to the office, and on my message was this scathing message from this employee. And our office was pretty close-knit. We did a lot of outside things together. We had parties, we met, we did some socialization, and I really considered her as a friend. So therefore, this message said that I was never welcome in her home again. I was never to darken her doorstep. So obviously, it was one of those things where it must have been true because she denied it so much. However, ethically and morally, I felt I was right. I did the right thing. And losing her as a friend wasn't a big loss at all, because obviously she wasn't a friend. So here's my recommendation. If you're having people who are having an inter-office romance or whatever kind of relationship it is that's morally or ethically inappropriate for the office, then I recommend that you step up and quash the gossip. Office of gossip is going to continue whether you step in or not, but I think it's important that you sit the people down and explain to them what's going on, so that one way or the other, they can modify their behavior so that people won't talk about them. One way or another, this was obviously a no-win situation for me, but I felt like I did the right thing. I brought the CFO in and I sat him down and explained to him, and look, you're in a management position. This is your responsibility to make sure that this doesn't happen. It's disruptive to the office.